Hey guys, my name is Khushnud. In this video I'll share all the knowledge about tracking the cars. As you guys know, we have a car rental company, right? So we have got around 16-17 cars that they are out there. And the first major thing for those cars is to track those cars, because those people who rent it, it is not their cars, it is our cars, right? So in order to understand where they are located in case the renter doesn't pay for it, or if anything happens, we have to know approximately where the car is located. And the second important thing is to track mileage. And first of all, to track mileage in order to understand when to maintain the car, when to change the oil. Usually we change the oil from 3,000 miles to 5,000 miles. So as I said, renters, most of them, they are good people and they try to care about the car. And when it comes time to change the oil, they usually tell that, hey, we have to change the oil. We pay for oil change, so we do the oil change. The only thing from them is to tell us when to do the oil change. But still, there are some people out there that they don't give a shit because it is not their car. And the third one is, one of the also most important thing is to read the codes in the distance. Let's say the car is out there in Newport Beach and we are here in LA. The customer calls and says, hey, there is a check engine light. And not knowing what is wrong with the car, and to drop everything what we are doing and go towards Newport Beach. With LA's traffic, it takes a long time to get there. So we waste around 1.5, sometimes 2 hours to one direction to go and read the codes and to understand what is wrong with the car. And wanted to do it in distance because we heard there are some kind of devices that you put on the OBD scanner and you read the codes over the air. So basically you don't have to go there. So we wanted to cover that too, because here and there we have some problems with the cars because the cars are not new. They are starting from 2005 to 2012. The newer version that we have is 2012. So we have to read those codes in distance, not to waste 3-4 hours of our time just to go and read the codes. And also, when we know the codes beforehand, we understand how to solve the situation. Most of the common codes that come up is the catalytic converter efficiency is low. Some producers, you know, that they don't have their original cat because people steal catalytic converters, especially from Toyota Priuses. And that's why there are aftermarket catalytic converters out there that sometimes they trigger that code. That's why check engine light comes on. If you have that option to understand what is the code, not going to that place, and if it is catalytic efficiency is low, this is not a big deal. So we'll not drive 2 hours to that destination to kind of read the code. So in order to solve these 3 major points that we have, we search online for any kind of opportunity, any kind of programs or devices that could somehow help us to find the one that is not super expensive, because most of them, almost all of them, in order to do that job, they have monthly subscriptions, and we spend a lot of time to understand which one is good, which one is not. So there are, for example, there are Samsara, which is mostly focused on truck driving, and it is extremely expensive, and they need 3-year contract. So this is not something that works for us. The second one is T-Mobile, and especially with the fleet, T-Mobile partnered with Geotab to provide the service. So basically Geotab gives the opportunity, device and everything. T-Mobile gives the network. And also T-Mobile has their personal side of things. They are still expensive. In order to start testing stuff and everything, so we decided to go with T-Mobile and Geotab. This is a device right here. This is a bulky device. Right here it says Geotab. And a few things about this Geotab. First of all, the subscription is $25, so plus $3 for the device during a year or 2 years, but this device costs around $80. So basically, monthly payment will be $28. This is not the biggest draw. The biggest draw is their UI. Geotab UI, it is horrible. You cannot find any information out there because it is so complicated. It looks like it was built in 2001 and still they're using it. So we started looking for other options, other stuff. And also this device is pretty big, and also it makes a lot of noise. When there's harsh braking, it makes noise. If you are accelerating pretty fast, it makes noise. This device cannot be put in the fleet cars because it makes a ton of noise, and those people who drive it, they just get tired of this and they will throw it away. And also it is pretty bulky, especially when I put in my Camry and it goes right vertically like this. It interrupts even pressing the gas pedal. It goes right to the OBD scanner. So it was not the best options for us, and we started looking for other options too. And my friend that I do a business with, he was watching videos in Russian, those people who are doing probably similar stuff or maybe Turo and stuff, and he saw the device that called Bouncie, and he said, let's give it a try. So I searched online, I went through their website, and it looks like everything is a lot better than anything else that we looked for. So this is a device, it's called Bouncie, and just see how small this device is. It also goes into OBD, it doesn't make any noise, and if we compare it with this one, with the T-Mobile one, it is half the size of the T-Mobile one, and it does everything. It costs less. I will show you how to get this device $20 off, which will be very helpful for those people who are looking for this kind of stuff. Here's how this bad boy looks like. Right now we are looking at one of our cars. So when you add it, you can put the nickname, whatever you want. Right now I put Prius and the license plate. Also on the bottom you see 2005 Toyota Prius basically. And there are a few things that we have to look at. Right now it shows the location of the car. It shows pretty much where exactly the car is. And right down here, when we click on the battery, it actually shows if the battery, 12-volt battery of the car is good or not. And right here you can see the normal, the low, and crucial side of the battery. And one of the important thing is the engine. So if there is check engine light on the car, it will show right here. And when you click on the engine, it actually shows what kind of code is there, and also briefly explains, if there is any explanation on that code, what that code means. Catalytic system efficiency below threshold, bank 1. So this is the thing that I was talking about catalytics. Especially in this car, the catalytic is aftermarket, is not original, because nobody buys for $2,000, $3,000 a new original cat, because the price of the original cat costs more than the car itself. So the aftermarket, sometimes it shows this code. So this is not something to worry about. If we have this code, for example, right now I'll see this code, I know that that's not a big deal. So the car is in good normal condition, and it will work and it will serve the renter very well. The third one is device. It basically shows that the device is working properly, the signal is good, and reported address, the last time where the reported address is. And on the bottom you can see trips. When I clicked trips, it basically shows what kind of trips are there, what happened here and there. So I'll show you one of the interesting part of things. On July 8th, there is 109 miles. So basically it shows that on July 8th, somebody drove it 109 miles. And when we click on it, and we choose the biggest one, which is 57 miles. When we click on that trip, it basically shows the whole duration of the trip. And here are a few important things. Right here you can see, for example, this sign. When we click on it, it says hard braking. It basically shows that the speed was 59, it dropped to 47 miles per hour. And the other sign, when you click on it, it is max speed. So the person was speeding, and that's why it shows the highest speed was 82 miles per hour. Stuff like that. It basically shows all this information. All this information is very, very useful, and I believe it stores everything. So this device already covers the location of the car. The second big point was check engine light. It covers that too. And the third one is to read the mileage and understand when is the oil change. And on the bottom you can see care. When you click on care, it basically shows when oil change is due. Right now, for example, I put it at 145,000 miles. So basically when the mileage of the car reaches 145 miles, it will notify us that, hey, you have to change the oil. There is one downside to this. Every time you want, for example, you want to add oil change, you have to add it physically. There's no way that, for example, you click every 3,000 miles, notify us to change the oil. It doesn't do it automatically. Every single time you have to put 3,000 miles or 5,000 miles so that it sends you a notification. This is the downside, I believe, and I hope that in the future they will add this option. I don't think it is a big deal to add that option. It should be pretty easy. In order to see what is the mileage right now, we click these three dots right here and we go to vehicle details. It basically shows everything you need to know. Right now, odometer is on 142,813 miles. So we have got 2,200 miles approximately left to do an oil change. The other thing what is left is notification. When we click on notification, there will be a drive notification if there's anything happened. We have vehicle notification. First one, as you guys can see, is check engine light is on. The second is the battery level is low, so basically send notification if the battery is low, if the battery is crucial. It is very, very helpful. There was a moment with one of our cars. So the renter, he was on the beach, so he just parked there and they were sitting in the car and the car was not on. So they clicked one time to the start button without pressing the brake pedal. So the car turned on, but only with 12-volt battery. It didn't fully turn on so that the main hybrid battery could fit the whole system. That's why they were sitting for 10-15 minutes and the car died. They called, say, hey, the car is not turning on. I just logged in and I saw where they are located, and I saw that it says the battery is critical. Basically, it means that the battery is dead. And we understood right away that the battery is dead, and we just drove there for 30 minutes. We jump-started the car. We explained them what to do and what not to do so that the 12-volt battery doesn't drain. And after that, everything was good. And to repeat it one more time, it fixes the first point, which is location. We have to see where the car is located. The second one, to read the mileage, to understand when is oil change is due, if those renters don't inform us to do oil change. And the third one is check engine lights, to read the codes and to understand what is happening with the car. It covers all of that. And here comes the most interesting part. I want you guys to save as much money as possible. I'm not affiliated with Bouncie. They are not paying me to say it. I will show you how to save some money buying this device if you really need it. You go to Turo, host, discount, you click on it and it pops up, and you go to the link, you click on the link and it pops up. Here, it might be also interesting for you guys to understand if you are not doing anything with Turo, but you still want to use some discount as a Turo host. Even though you are not a Turo host, you could go to this link and see what kind of companies Turo partners with, and you can get some discount. And we go down. There nothing else that is very interesting to us especially, and we go here, right here. So the Bouncie, get 25% off Bouncie safety device. And here everything is shown. So 25% off device purchase will be $57 for a device. It is marked down from $77. So if you don't use this code, you don't go through this link, you'll pay $77 for the device itself. But if you do what I show you right now to do, you will buy the device for $57. And the monthly payment, if you have two devices, the monthly payment for each device will be $8. And believe me, $8 is not a huge price, because when I compare it with everything, and also as I mentioned here, with GeoTab and T-Mobile, we paid $28. $25 for a subscription itself and $3 monthly for the device itself. But the device costs $80. But if you have 3 devices and more, you will pay $6.70 per month. This is unbelievable. This is the lowest that you could possibly find online. And here's the thing, enterprise ID, you have to copy this, Turo 1374, and then you click on this link. It brings you to the Bouncie website. You can find Bouncie on Amazon. but it will be expensive on Amazon. And also this promo code does not apply on the Amazon. So you basically click on order now. It will bring you down here, quantity. Basically with one email, when you sign up, you can buy only 2 devices with this discount. So basically what we did is we used different kind of emails, and every email lets you buy 2 devices with discounted price. If you get the 3rd, 4th, and the 5th with one email, only 2 devices will be discounted and the others will be regular price. Right now, for example, you see that it will be $179. We click begin checkout, and here, as you guys can see, it is already $179, but here's a link and enterprise ID. So here we put Turo 1374 and we click enter. And boom, you are eligible for 2 discounted devices. And from $179, you are down to $134. So you basically saved $45. If your fleet is big enough, like 10, 15 cars, it will be a huge discount. But remember that there is only 2 devices with one email, basically with one account. So you will need to have a few more emails and open a few more accounts. Don't worry, that accounts is not any way associated with anything. It's just for ordering. With one account, you can open the app and you can just add all these devices. This device is not connected with the account, so don't worry about it. Just order with as many emails as you could possibly do, and you can use it on. You can use all of that devices under one account. Alright guys, if this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, because in the future there will be a lot more interesting videos coming.